Okay, good morning, everyone. We have 9 students. Yeah, I will try to call you one by one, and please respond it. Yeah, for indicating that you are present. Yeah, Mas Ibnu. Good morning, Mbak Aina.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Aina.
Morning, sir.
Okay, Mbak Krismana, Mbak Rati, then Mbak Riani, Mbak Tisha, Mbak Yohana, and
Good morning,
Mbak
sir.
Yeni. Yeah, thank you, Mbak Yohana. Uh, like usual, that we have a first meeting for course grade orientation. Yeah, I will show you our syllabus or uh, this semester course grade. Let wait for a while. I will try to make a share screen. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So this is one of the optional course. Jadi mata kuliah pilihan. Nah, sambil bimbingan sedikit. We have 9 credits, not courses ya. Minimally for your graduation. So if you want to graduate from this bachelor degree, you need to take minimally 9 credits for the optional courses. Jadi mata kuliah pilihan minimal 9 SKS ya, diperhatikan nanti boleh milih salah satunya English for Broadcasting ya. Ini sudah 2 SKS. Jadi ini salah satu mata kuliah pilihan. Whether this is optional course, tapi ini mata kuliah yang harus ditempuh juga ya. Maksudnya ya tidak boleh nanti ini hanya mata kuliah pilihan. So I will get A, it's okay. No, ya. Please do your best because this is one of your requirement. So what is English for Broadcasting? We can see from this course description ya that whether we are not the broadcasting study program, but we will see broadcasting field from the point of view of language. Jadi kita akan melihat dari sudut pandang bahasanya, lebih fokus ke bahasa. Of course, if we discuss about certain field, ESP, English for Specific Purposes, we cannot stand aside the vocabulary related with that course. Yeah, the common expression related with the course. That's why, of course, we will do the culture related with the broadcasting, the vocabulary related with broadcasting, like the topic that we have this semester. So you will have a general interest in broadcasting and journalism, but not about specific journalism because we have English for journalism, right? But we have it in a broadcasting field, yeah. So we can have for pre-production, production, and then the post-production, and then how we have the responsibilities of news in broadcasting. Nah, nanti lanjut saja ini ya. Itu tentang keseluruhan, jadi kita akan belajar bahasanya ya. Dari sudut pandang bahasanya tentang broadcasting. Then you will have these 3 aims, 3 objective ya. Recognize and describe the specific English term for broadcasting. Nah, ini kebanyakan sebelum UTS nanti ya. Dan communicate actively in the areas of media and practice of broadcasting language for monologue and conversation. Kita akan fokus ini ke setelah mid ya, after mid exams. Jadi pertama harus tahu basic teorinya, terms-nya, vocabulary-nya, nanti mostly practice and have a project after mid exams ya. Oke. So how about our classroom participation? Seperti biasa di kelas-kelas lainnya, apa ini kelas English for Broadcasting, need skill. So your attendance, karena ini bukan mata kuliah full e-learning tapi mata kuliah yang di e-learningkan karena pandemi ya. Jadi ingat, we have 3 requirements. Kalau full e-learning we have 5. If full e-learning, PowerPoint materials, description, videos, what is it? The quiz or assignment, then the forum. Tapi kalau di English for Broadcasting hanya 3 ya, karena ini bukan full e-learning. The materials, then we have the assignment, and then our quiz ya, and then the forum. Tapi kadang saya akan merekam presentasi seperti ini, di-upload, nanti ada tambahan video ya. That's optional. Ya. Jadi teman-teman nanti harus mendownload, tapi tidak hanya ya. It's not just downloading the material, but make a comment in the assignment. Kadang yang paling lupa ini di pertemuan pertama dan direkam, nanti bisa dilihat lagi ya. Kadang yang lupa itu komen di quiz atau di assignment. Nah, karena sebagai syarat ya. Kadang saya tidak memberikan tugas ya. I will not give you a task every week. Tetapi di situ tetap ada assignment. Jadi cuma hanya komen yes or no. Simple like that. Ya. But it indicates that you present. Kadang ada anak yang tidak komen di situ, berarti ya itu tidak hadir. Gitu. Kadang tidak ada tugas di minggu itu, tapi hanya just comment yes or no. Karena tugasnya hanya downloading the materials, read the materials, see the video. Karena itu kadang dirangkum ya, 2 pertemuan, 3 pertemuan baru ada sebuah diskusi. Itu kalau setelah meet. Kalau sebelum meet saya nanti banyakkan ada daily activities, karena weekly activities, karena itu masih tentang teori, misalnya tentang nanti tentang radio. Nah, radionya vocabulary-nya apa, kayak gitu masih ada. Tapi kalau setelah UTS nanti banyak kan we have a project or some weeks accumulation for the assignment. Oke, jadi kelas participation assignment, jadi teman-teman di kelas itu sudah 10% plus 25%, 35% seperti UAS ya. So your participation in the class are matter. Then mid exam we have 30% and semester test we have 35%. So I think that will be equal. That will be humanis. Yeah, we have a humanism point for this. So if you are weak in a certain point, it will not decrease much. Yeah, it will not decrease much your total score. Okay, then the main material that I used mostly about the Cambridge English for Media, tapi supported materialsnya nanti banyak ya from other references ya. Dan Nick Caramel. Then this is the grading system that I use. Okay. Then this is the activities. Nah, hari ini beda dengan kelas saya lainnya, ada materi teori, ini hanya silabus our class orientation saja. Nanti kalau semua sudah langsung ke materi, nanti you need to adapt into this new semester ya, habis liburan apalagi 1 tahun online ya. Semoga setelah UTS atau semester depan, after all of the pandemic had been broadly covered by having those kind of swings, and then there are many treatments. I hope we can have offline meeting ya next semester or after mid ya, or at least at next semester. Okay, then the first topic ini masih basic sebelum UTS ya. We will a discussion about newspaper and magazines ya. Ini tentang you can read it later on ya, about the cohesion text, question form, and extra until the discussion related with the newspaper and magazines. Then next is about radio, ya, the introduction radio program, language of radio production. Jadi masih tentang basic things about radio. Then next is about television, karena broadcasting itu mostly right now is about television ya. Then we have the language of television, expressing modality until documentary. Then the last is about movie or film ya, karena itu termasuk dengan broadcasting. Tapi kita tidak langsung full about movie ya or film, tapi nanti mengetahui maybe about making script, reading script, how we read a script, how we perform a script. Nanti prakteknya setelah itu simple misalnya membaca script. Nah, mempraktekannya gimana? One or two scenes, nggak usah banyak-banyak. Nah, to practice about the language point of view. Then about the new media, it is related with internet and extra ya, social media. And then the last is about the advertising. Nah, ini berkaitan dengan tools semuanya, from newspaper, magazine, film, television, new media, semua nanti terlibat kalau dalam broadcasting ada point of view of advertising. Then the next after mid masih ada teori satu, that is marketing. Then after mid examnya nanti tentang ini ya, teori. Jadi you can predict, this is not project for mid exams. The mid exam will be in essay or optional choices or quiz ya, depends later on. But for after mid kita sudah banyak ke praktek, jadi nanti UASnya project ya, take home project. You need to make something related with our final project ya. That's why semua sudah dapat, itu dipraktekkan di minggu ke-10 ya. Broadcasting practice about news anchor, radio anchor. Then I will plan it in 2 weeks ya. We are going to do it in 2 weeks ya. Or maybe 3 weeks. Nanti yang minggu ke-12 ini optional subjects to change. If we need to have more practice related with the news anchor and radio announcer, we will make it into broadcasting practice too. Okay, then the next is about pre-production, production, and post-production. Sedikit tentang vocabulary di sini. Lalu nanti 2 minggu itu untuk project preparation. Ya, plus 1 minggu tenang, plus 1 minggu ujian. Jadi you have 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks to do your final examination. Okay, that's our introduction related with the course materials. Yeah, so we will discuss things about broadcasting, but in the point of view of language, English, the point of view of English. Yeah, so here we are. We have the newspaper, magazines, radio, television, film or movie, new media, advertising, marketing, and then the broadcasting practice. And the last, we will have a project. We have a WhatsApp group. Thank you. Semalam sudah ada yang share ya, karena saya sudah upload di e-learning juga linknya. Then we will not have this online meeting every week ya. Mungkin beberapa kali, mungkin sebelum UTS atau setelah UTS kita akan ada 1 kali. Lalu nanti saya akan ada rekaman, tapi yang paling banyak interaksi nanti setelah UTS saja ya, yang pas praktek. Jadi saat we'll have practice, nanti gantian mungkin ya Mbak Yohana, Mbak Aina, Mas Ibnu, lalu Mbak Ayu mungkin the first week, lalu saat broadcasting practice nanti, then the next turn will be Mbak Yuni, Mbak Riani, or extra ya Mbak Tisha. We have here sambil presensi ini ya, Mbak Krismona, Mbak Rati, Mbak Astrid. Okay, I will make kind of recapitulation related with your attendance. Please wait for a minute. We have 11 students ya, started from Mbak Astrid, Mbak Ayu, Mas Ibnu, ya, Mbak Aina, Mbak Krismona, Mbak Rati, Mbak Riani, Mbak Tisha, Mbak Yohana, and Mbak Yuni. Okay, do you have any questions related with English for broadcasting in general? Yeah, before next week we move to one of the topics. Actually, newspaper and magazine are divided into two meetings ya, tapi saya compile into one meeting saja. Jadi besok ada beberapa banyak vocabulary ya. Is there any questions related with English for broadcasting?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Yeah, in this early morning, thank you. You make it on time. Saya sangat menghargai ya. I really appreciate your punctuality at 8. Jadi jam 8 tadi saya sudah buka lebih 1 menit, sudah ada lebih dari 6 peserta ya. Terima kasih, itu awal yang baik untuk semester ini. Kita berdoa semoga pandemi ini cepat berlalu. Mungkin besok semester depan kita sudah bisa tatap muka di kelas ya. Dan teman-teman sudah mulai menyiapkan itu. Dan sementara, if you have something related with our course, please text me in group, in e-learning, or personally ya. Kalau malu di grup bisa lewat Japri gitu untuk mengatakan ada masalah apa. Jangan di akhir ya, ini hanya intermezzo saja. Misalnya di akhir, Pak, saya itu 1 semester kemarin apa gitu ya, atau berapa minggu ini ada kendala ini, ada sakit ini gitu. Please communicate it with me ya, itu supaya saya tahu ada permasalahan apa. Tetapi kalau tidak ya, semoga tidak ada ya. Semoga kalau ada masalah nanti teman-teman bisa menyelesaikannya. Oke, sebentar. Okay, I'll check the attendance list. I think there is no problem. If there is no question, nggak ada ya. Berarti Mbak Yuni teks juga nih, nggak ada. Thank you very much for having this meeting. A very short meeting in the early morning. I will upload this recording in the e-learning website. So if you want to see, watch again, ya, rewatch the explanation, you can go to the link. Thank you. See you next week on the materials of ini radio and magazines. Nanti teman-teman kalau pertemuan kedua besok punya waktu seminggu untuk mengakses itu ya. You have a week to access the materials, video, and the assignment ya, or the forum. Ya, do not lengthen the time. Ada yang sudah sign out juga ini ya, tapi nggak apa-apa, mungkin karena sinyal, dan saya sangat menghargai teman-teman kan ada untuk Zoom ini butuh banyak pulsa ya, jadi kita singkatkan saja, besok kita lanjut, beberapa pertemuan kita mix ya. Thank you very much, see you again ya, goodbye. Thank you, Mbak Astrid, Mbak Ayu, Mas Ibnu.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mbak Ranti ya, goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.
Ya.
Mhm.